What looks easy peasy lemon squeezy but is actually difficult lemon difficult? Apparently figuring out what the opposite of easy peasy lemon squeezy would be. A roughy toughy lemon puffy. A hearty tarty lemon sharty. Loose deuce lemon juice. Dimple pimple lemon not simple. Beekeeping. You see videos of these old dudes in their veils and beekeeping suits and it makes it seem so relaxing and easy. Turns out that bees aren't so good at finding enough food on their own and they can get sick really easy and in the winter they can mold. Have you ever seen moldy bees? Sometimes they're not even dead. It's still worth it though. Have you ever seen moldy bees? Sometimes they're not even dead. Wah. Zombies. I use a wheelchair and people usually don't believe me when I say that getting around can be difficult because many of them think that pushing a wheelchair is easy. They literally tell me this. The thing is, when you use a wheelchair all day and it is basically your only means of transportation, it looks more natural. This becomes a problem when I point out accessibility problems. They often don't believe me because they see how I can navigate and assume that it's easy, just because I make it look easy. And your arms gotta be ripped by now. My arms went from flab to fab in the first 2 months I had to use my wheelchair. On the downside, my legs did the opposite. Maintaining friendships from high school, college after you graduate. People get so busy with work and starting their own families that friendships get put on the back burner. You stop talking to someone for a few months, then it suddenly hits you that you're no longer friends with the person. Reach back out though. Everyone understands and I've rekindled and kept in touch intermittently with so many amazing people. Yes, we're not best friends who talk every day, but if shit went down I could give them a call, and vice versa, and when we do get together it's a great time. Your good friends will understand that life happens. Text them on birthdays. See them once or twice a year. People with kids gravitate to other people with kids, and as childless adults generally stick with each other. People grow up and move on, but your true friends will still reach out because they miss you. Flying remote-controlled helicopters. It looks so effortless when watching seasoned flyers, but in reality it's like balancing a marble on an upturned bowl. I'll never forget the time I went out and bought a decently priced helicopter. 5 minutes into setting it up, I didn't even get it 3 feet off the floor before I smashed it into a chair, destroying the rotor blades. I tried maybe like 5 to 6 more times before I gave up, and now it hangs in my garage as a monument to my failure. Folding fitted sheets. I've watched instructional videos that make it look so easy, but I always just end up with a crumpled up mess, and that's how it gets put away. The real trick is to only own one sheet, so as soon as it comes out of the wash you immediately put it back in the bed and never need to even attempt folding it. I have a modified version of this, where I change the sheets, let the dirty ones sit on my floor for a week, where my dog will sleep, then wash them. Repeat. Finding a career you'll want to go to every day that won't crush your soul. Remember when you were young and teachers told you that you could be whatever you wanted to be? Yeah, not so realistic when you want to pay bills and maybe have a little beer money too. I didn't go to college and struggle with the thought of not being able to have a lateral career move without a degree, but then I see my friends absolutely floundering with their student loan payments and think maybe I don't have it so bad after all. All the feels for this. I only wish I hadn't bought into the college is the only way to go mentality. By 21 my life goal was to not be miserable, and everyone assumed I was depressed as all hell, but this is what I meant as finding some sort of career where I didn't want to blow my head off just having to show up to work every day. One of the things I sincerely wish I had discovered earlier was that college doesn't guarantee that path. Took me 4 tries for a proper degree and another try at a tech school to discover that what makes me happy is farming. Like, literally I was gifted a dozen chickens and was like, this. The simple life. Digging in the dirt and raising animals, and it's hard, and so far I still struggle with the beer money, but I'm happy and I love my damn birds so much. Just wish I would have found this before I took out $10,000 in student loans, which I know is a small amount by comparison but still hangs over my head. Actually doing things. In theory it's simple. Just do the thing. In reality I procrastinate until I hate myself. Self-discipline is the single hardest skill to master in this world that makes it so easy to just not. The 4 laundry baskets full of clean clothes sitting in my bedroom would agree with you. Finding the person I always saw myself falling in love with. Are you the person that person is going to fall in love with? Damn, my soul hurts. I have empathy pain now. Writing a post or comment on Reddit that gets recognition. Nah, it's like carpet bombing. Throw a lot out there, some of them hit. My comment history is a zillion 1-point comments and the occasional 7,000 upvote hit. And frankly, it's a lot less about my own cleverness and more about being positioned in a popular thread. Look up my top comment of all time to see what I mean. It was a quick smartass add-on to something someone else said, but it was in a great thread full of funny stuff. Well thought out comment that makes a meaningful contribution to the conversation, 2 points. Stupid comment that you took 2 seconds to write, 2,000 points and 3 awards. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe to watch and hear more interesting Reddit post.